Hey there, we're back. And I'm here with hopefully another reading. Not sure who it's going to be for, but if it's for you, stick around. If it doesn't resonate, keep going. Other people on the internet. Okay, Spirit, we're here. We just want to see if there's anything you want to tell us that is for the highest and greatest will of whoever is listening to this message. Thank you. Hey, behave. Sorry, my cats. Oh, we already have one. Okay. Lots of stuff coming out. Alright, so we got one in my other reading. Rest now, life is about to get busy and prosperous. Take care of yourself, you deserve the world, and the world deserves you, but not everybody in the world. We got that one, I think, the other day, too. God has a world-changing plan planted within you. Let it grow. Let it grow. Your highest timeline is calling. Make the jump. For the love of your life, take a vacation. Take a vacation. Maybe somebody's planning a vacation. Maybe you've been wanting to get out of town, or even a staycation, right? Just kind of shut the world out and just enjoy your own company for a little while. You turned your pain into power with purpose and a little heart. Maybe hearts are significant for you. Maybe you're coming out of like a dark night of the soul, or maybe you've been doing like some shadow work, or you know what I mean, or maybe like myself, you come from a traumatizing background, and you turned your pain into purpose, power with purpose. Back to this rest now, life is about to get busy and prosperous. I really think that whatever you've been doing too much. Take a break. Sit down, settle down, just let the world go by for a little while, That was something that I had to take into consideration for myself, like after my last breakup, because it was, I got some more, and it, my brain, FOMO? Is that what it is? FOMO? I was going to say FAFO, but that's not right. FOMO. Fear of missing out, right? Yeah. That was something that I had dealt with, and maybe that's something that you're dealing with. The world is going to keep spinning. Whether you're busy or resting or draining yourself or taking time out for some self-care, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world is going to continue spinning. And, if you miss out on something, then that's just meant to be, right? If you're a part of something, it's meant to be. So we got this: uproot the trauma and allow the healing. Your light will guide you. Maybe you guys are going through something. That's what I'm getting the feeling of. Maybe a breakup or a loss. My condolences if you are. Trauma. I mean, maybe you have some inner child wounds that you haven't quite dealt with just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff from the past that kind of rears its ugly head every once in a while. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's okay. And, like I said in my other video, the only way to get over the trauma is to go through it, right? And not through it what is that? Like PTSD, reliving it, but sitting with it and saying, I'm safe, I'm okay, and just kind of giving your nervous system a break. Love will find you everywhere you go. You don't have to chase it. Yeah. Sit with that for a second. You don't have to chase love. It will find you. When the time is right, when you're ready for it, the right person will come. Excuse me. That's a blockage. Maybe you've been needing to say something to somebody about your feelings. That's kind of with that throat. That's kind of what I'm getting. if the time is right, and if you've done healing and you have somebody in your life, you know, vulnerability is kind of scary. You know, admitting or not admitting, omitting your feelings or suppressing them, and not giving them proper acknowledgement, that can, that can eat somebody up inside, like legitimately, and carrying that kind of weight is so heavy. Like, it's so heavy. And, it's sometimes, even if things don't work out the way you want it to or in your favor, it's always for the best, you know. Um, but sometimes it does work out in your favor, right? Like sometimes, and maybe it's having that courage to come forward and speak your feelings and speak your thoughts and things like that, that get the ball rolling in the direction that you want it to go. I mean, maybe not. That might be for somebody. You vibe higher than most. You vibrate higher than most. Calibrate. So if you've been doing your healing work, if you've been, acknowledging your feelings, if you've been working on your mental health, you've been working on your self-care, your vibration is much higher than most, because most people don't do that stuff. They suppress, they disregard, they, what's that word? Ignore. That's not the right word, but it'll work. What they're feeling or what they're thinking, they just kind of go through the motions of the day, every day, day to day, and never even give the acknowledgement, of what it is they have going on inside. I got another one here. Come here. Release control. Spirit would lead the way. Somebody's hanging on to something too tight. Let it go. Let it go. There's so much in this world to do and see and be and enjoy. Whatever it is that you got your grip on, just let it go. That's what I was just saying, like if it's meant to be, it'll be. And, it'll all work out. It'll all work out. And then that was another thing that I heard another reader say, and it was a thought that I had been contemplating on for a while. There is no good or bad. It's our perception of the situation or the circumstances. We perceive it as that way, right? And so sometimes when we don't get our way, that we can consider that something bad. But actually, it's working out in our favor, because had we maybe gotten that thing, whatever it might be, person, place, thing, job, car, whatever, pick your poison, right? That might have actually been a detriment to us, you, whoever. Because spirit can see far beyond our understanding, right? And has a higher knowing of what is best for us. And when we try to fight that, or we try to ignore it, or we try to just manipulate or try to control, right? Release control, try to control something, it could actually end up worse in the long run than what it would have been if we allowed it to come in its own due time. Take that for what you will. Love yourself. God will bring someone to you. What did I just say? God will... Source, higher being, creator. If you practice, other religions, right? Like, or if you don't have a religion, like, you're agnostic or maybe atheist, like, whatever you believe in, put what fits. Put what fits. But for me, personally, I know that my creator has my best interest at heart, right? Or spirit, whatever you want to say, has my best interest at heart. And so letting go of that control, right? Letting go of control, release control, spirit will guide you. And to love yourself, when it's time, you know, because anybody can date anybody, right? Like, we can just get on these apps nowadays and find a hookup or find somebody to, you know, spend the winter nights with, or, you know, a summer fling or whatever. But when it's spirit led, when it's, you know, God given, um, there's nothing better, you know, like, as far as like relationship is concerned, because at the end of the day, like, you allowed yourself to be open enough for that person to come in. um right, I attract, not chase, you know, I receive. And it's a gift. And, you know, when something is a gift, it's, you know, sometimes unexpected. Not, you know, it's not like going to the store and like making a purchase for yourself. Somebody took the time to go, or to, you know, do the research, to look into it, to you know, read the read the reviews. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my brain. You know, and picked that out specifically for you, with the intention of just doing something good, you know, and kind and nice and all those fuzzy feelings. So take that into consideration, you know. Nobody likes to be lonely, but it's okay to be alone for a little while, right? Especially when we have what was it? Rest. Didn't we say that? Sorry. This cracks me up. Take a vacation. Yeah, right here. Rest now, right? You know, life is about to get busy and prosperous. And maybe I'm having a thought come in. I'm getting this feeling that maybe whoever it is that might be coming into your life, you guys are gonna be also like, um, I'm. This is gonna sound really vague, but being in business together, maybe you guys might develop something, some sort of entrepreneurship. Um, you know, but it's gonna take both of you, both healed versions, right? You know, the way that I always explain it is like, everybody's always looking for their other half. Well, if you're relying on somebody else to be half of who you are, and they're expecting you to be half of who they are, you're actually only giving a quarter. So half, and then you have that half is a quarter, right, of yourself. Or you end up giving away your whole half, right? It takes two wholes to come together, to build a sturdy foundation, you know, because if you're half and you're half, and then you're a quarter and a quarter, like, it's not gonna fit, right? But if you have two wholes, they should be able to merge effortlessly. So take that for what you will. Can you? I think you might have a love interest, or you're somebody's love interest. Can you smell that? Love is in the air. Love potion number 9. Maybe somebody likes that song. Have you heard it? I haven't heard it in a while. That's a good one. Having a good cry is cathartic. I think we just talked about this um, in the last video. You know, if you're uprooting, if you're going through that dark night of the soul, if you're doing that internal work and you're trying to heal and you're working on your mental health, get it out, baby. Get it out. Better out than in. That's what I always say. Better out than in. You don't want your body holding on to all that, because it can manifest in a number of different ways, right? Like diseases. It's just dis-ease. Dis-ease. There's dis-ease. There's a dysregulation inside. And, you know, you have to work on that in order to get to a point where you can be whole, you know? Tearing up those roots, like I said, you know, last time, just tearing up those roots, getting rid of them, right? Because, like, when you got weeds in your garden, you're trying to plant carrots, raspberries, whatever, right? Corn, whatever. Pick it, right? If you have a bunch of weeds in your garden, those weeds can take over the good stuff, right? Your blessings, your harvest. And in order, to make sure that you have the most, okay, the most nutrient dense and abundant garden, you have to take those weeds out by the root, right? So when you have trauma and you have issues, or things that have happened, I mean issues very loosely, don't take it out of context. But if you have things going on inside in your internal world, they're going to manifest out in the physical world. And the only way to get rid of it is to tear it out by its root. Because if you just cut the tops off, or you try to put some mulch over it, we're just going to use the gardening analogy, and you just try to maybe even use like some weed killer and stuff like that, like, unless that weed killer gets down to the root, it's coming back. It's coming back. And it's going to manifest sideways. And you don't want that. Take time and gratitude. Give thanks for all that you have. Stop comparing yourself. Who are you comparing yourself to? Huh? Don't do that. We need you. We need you. And you only can be you. These celebrities or these influencers, or whoever you look up to, your role models. Sorry, my hair. I swore I brushed it today. Anyway, they can't be you, and you can't be them. Like, do you, babe, do you and you only, because only you can be you. Main character energy. You are your main character. Be thankful for it. Stop comparing yourself. Give thanks for all that you have, right? Your intelligence, your looks. And maybe I'm getting the sensation that maybe, and don't take offense to this, I mean no ill will. Maybe you're not conventionally pretty or handsome. That's okay. You as an individual, your uniqueness, that is what makes you attractive. You know what I mean? Like, because only you can do you, babe. Only you can do you. All right, get one more, and we're gonna close this out. I think we got one flipped already. Hang on, let's see. I think I saw. Oh, yep, right there. So I thought I saw one. Yeah, that must have been it. Okay. Refresh your soul in the ocean. What did we get when we first got here? Take a vacation. Take a vacation. Go to the ocean. Go to the beach. Go get some fresh air. Go get some ocean air. Take time out for yourself. Take time out for yourself. Your highest timeline is calling. Are you gonna answer it? Like, God has a world-changing plan planted. Back to the garden. Oh, back to the garden. You have to tend to your garden. Tend to your garden. You are the gardener of your garden, your life, right? All right. Sorry, this video is kind of long, so sorry that. I hope that resonated with you. And I hope maybe you got some good intel. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm always here for you. All right. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. Bye.